So in today's video, I'm going to replace the alternator, which I had to take the top mount intercooler. I did this a couple times on the car because I had to do a couple things to it before. I think I had to, one of the things I did, I had to take the turbo inlet intake off the old one and put a new one in. If you guys haven't seen that video, check that one out. And I also had to put a parent pitch mount for the transmission that goes on the firewall in the transmission, and that helped a lot since I drove the few times that, you know, after I installed on the car. So I did this a couple days ago. I had to fill the hose, make sure nothing get in there, because there's pollen going on and I live next to a lot of trees, so I had to cover all the hose. But the starter is right here. It's the old one right here, and I had to wait for the new one. I kind of had a big fight with it. Then I had to buy a torch to get one of the bolts out, and I spent so much time on it that it almost didn't want to come out because I had stripped the bolt. It was a pain. So long story short, out and I got the starter. So today I'm going to do the starter. I do have the alternator also. Today's gonna be the starter only. And I do have a couple things that when I had bought the alternator that I'm going to replace also. A couple things around it. I think these starter bolts are in here. I think that's one of them right here. So I have to put the two new bolts because one got stripped. That's why I used the torch. Long story short, I'm going to take the old one out and put the new one in. So here's the new starter, brand new. I think the only thing that had to come off is pretty much like I got one bolt, which I think is this one that's still on the car, and this one down here in the bottom is the one that's stripped, but I got it out. And I have connections. One little sensor that goes right here, and I gotta take one of the connections and put on this one, and I think that should be it. Yeah, so I got a little bit more lighting now. I probably won't be able to show just taking it off. I couldn't find my GoPro, so long story short, I won't be able to show the process. But like I said, I just told you guys, it's not hard at all. So long story short, I'm gonna get that done and then get back with you guys and compare both starters next to each other. Like I said, I just had this bolt right here attached to it, and then also had this little sensor right here that was attached to the old one. Oh yeah, and also, and this right here is like a ground. Let me see, this from the old bolt. It goes on the side right there by the starter. It's like the bolt go into it. This way it goes up right here, and that's where this goes on top of it. It's like a ground, I believe. So that's all for that. And that's the bolt that was saying that it was holding on. Pretty much this step is like, it's so many people that did this video about taking a starter. It's very simple, so I'm not gonna show you because it's that simple. Alright everybody, so I have put everything back. Everything is tight, everything is in order how it's supposed to be. And before I did get back to the video, I was trying to crank the car and still not cranking. So I had to check the crank position sensor, the voltage on it. It seems to be good. The battery is brand new. The starter is brand new. Spark plugs are good. I changed it around when I first got the car in 2020, and I got the best one for the car. The camshaft position sensors, I have replaced all that, both of them. I think the alternator should be good. The car only has 93,000 miles. All the fuses are good. I checked the one under the hood inside the car, if you haven't seen the video before the last one. And I have changed both VVT solenoids. They both are brand new. The car will not start. I don't know what's going on. There's no vacuum leaks. I did that multiple times. Took it to a shop before. Everything is good. I heard the cooling temperature sensor will cause the car not to start. The crank position sensor, I checked the voltages on it, and it seems to be okay. But I don't know after that if the sensors is bad or not. I heard the clutch paddle sensor. There's a sensor under the clutch, and I heard if that goes out, it won't make your car start. And I didn't look into that yet. That's another thing I heard. But that's where I'm at with the car. I'm stuck right now. You know what I'm saying? If anybody have any inputs and know somebody that knows these cars really well, let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of stuck right now. The turbocharger is brand new also, and then it goes back to what I said in the last video. Roughly 2 months ago, just driving, and then the car just completely stopped. Had all the lights on the dash, they all were still on. It just, the car stopped. Trying to crank it, it turns over, but it do not crank. It do not start. Frustrated about a little bit. So if anybody knows something, like I said, just let me know. I can try something new. I might go double check on the spark plugs again, even though they should be good, because I'll just replace, like, you know, like 2 years ago, and I haven't drove the car much at all. So it's like, you know what I mean? You know, I'm trying to make it to, there's a couple car shows today that I wanted to make it to, and I couldn't do it because of the car, and it's just crazy. So yeah, just let me know in the comment. Recommend me to somebody that knows something about these cars, so I can get some help and maybe, you know, get it going and show you guys outside of, you know, my garage, be on the road or car meets or something. You know, I want to show it off a little bit, because I'm tired of seeing the driveway and inside the garage. Everybody that stick to the end of the video, thank you for that, and make sure that the new subscribers coming on the video, and thank you for subscribing. I just hit 500 subscribers and I'm happy. The goal is 1,000, so I got 500 more. Hopefully I can get that. Having issues with a car will give you guys content, and maybe that will give me the next 500 subscribers. And so thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content. The next video, we put an alternator on. I got some stuff around it to make it engine bay look presentable. And then, like I said, I'm still gonna diagnose why the car is not starting. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, buddy.